Today I'm here to share my experience as a content writer, and I'm here to tell you a few tips which you need to keep in mind before you want to start on your content writing journey as a freelancer, so that even if it helps one person, I would be happy about it. Hi guys, welcome back to Style Prism. I'm Anupriya, and today I'm here with a video which is slightly different from the general blogging videos that I do. Today I'm here to share my experience as a content writer. So first of all, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Anupriya. I do videos on fashion, travel, sort of tips and tricks, DIY, and a lot of vlogs. So please stick around if you want to see some more fun videos. Do subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon if you want to stay notified about the kind of videos that I'm making. It would mean the world to me. And for those of you who are returning viewers, thank you so much and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't follow me on Instagram yet, please do check out my Instagram profile. It's Style Prism, and I showcase a lot of my photography work there, a lot of my travel stories and everything. I stay connected to you guys, so please do follow me on Instagram and come say hi if you're there. Many of you might not know, but I have been doing content writing since more than 12 years now, and I've worked with different brands like Lifestyle, Max, Central, Titan, Tanishq, Apollo Healthcare, a lot of home decor brands, a lot of US, UK based brands, and I've done a lot of different kinds of content writing, from blog articles to website copy to social media content to sort of product descriptions, gift guides, buying guides. So if you are someone who doesn't know the scope of work which is available in this niche of freelancing, do stick around and I will let you know about it. And if you want me to make more videos about my experience as a content writer, please do let me know in the comments below. I'll be sharing 5 tips with you on some of the most important things that you need to keep in mind before you want to start as a content writer. Please do watch the video till the end to know all the tips, because all of them are equally important, and I would love it if you watch till the end. I'll try to put in timestamps in the description so that you know where to find what, and do save the video for future reference if you find it useful. So the first thing that you need to keep in mind when you're starting as a content writer is to be authentic. No brand will pay you to copy content from others and write for them. So please know that being authentic, 100% authentic, is a mandatory requirement if you are in the content writing field. Most of your clients might ask you to do a Copyscape check before you submit the final article to them. So on Copyscape, you can see if you have copied something from another website, it can easily be distinguished there and it will be marked. And even if the client is doing a Copyscape check after you have submitted the article or the product description or whatever it is that you're writing, please be sure that they will find out if you have copied it from another website or another book or another piece of content. So please try to be original. You can take inspiration, you can do your research, you can look at other blog posts for inspiration, but always remember that whatever you're writing has to be written in your own words and in your own style, so that it is not plagiarized at all. So being 100% authentic is the first and foremost thing that you have to keep in mind before you start on your content writing journey. The second most important thing that I wish people had told me before I started on this 12 years back is that be clear with your client. Always have clear communications with your client so that there is no misunderstanding later. Always be clear about what you will deliver, in what timeline you will deliver, and what requirements you need from the client in order to deliver that piece of content, so that you don't have to do back and forth while writing the content with your client. So always make sure you have your requirements ready. If you need brand, a brand brief from the client, please ask for that. If you need reference links to what kind of content the client wants, please ask for that. Please be clear about the number of words you're going to write, or about the format of the writing that you are going to do for them. If they have a specific format, please ask them for it. This will save you a lot of headache and a lot of stress when you are writing the actual content. So please be sure that all your communication is very clear. Try to keep everything on email. Even if you're having like a telephonic conversation with the client, please draft it on email and send it to them after the telephonic conversation, so that you both are clear and on the same page before you take up the project. It is very important as a content writing freelancer that you always have clear communication with the client about everything that they are expecting from you and everything that you are going to deliver to them. Number 3 is that don't overpromise and underdeliver. So before taking up a project, you send your samples to the client. If the client asks you to write a sample piece for them, you can do that also. You should tell them what your strengths are, what your skills are, what you're capable of doing, and you can show them your past, published articles to prove that point. But don't overpromise things that you might not be able to deliver, and don't underdeliver if the client is expecting something. Always try to deliver that, because when you are in this field and in this niche, then it's very important to build a lasting, relationship with the client, because this client might come back again and again to give you more work. So if you are over-promising and under-delivering, then the client won't come back to you a second time, and it's a lost opportunity for you. So I personally have worked with clients like Lifestyle, which is a fashion store in India. I worked with them for years on end. I've worked with Apollo Health for a lot of months. I have worked with clients for longer projects, and I've always seen that it always helps if I know what I want, what I can deliver, and I'm delivering just that. So the client also knows what to expect from me, and they are never disappointed that they were expecting something more and I've delivered something less. So that's always a good thing when you're starting off on this journey of content writing freelancing. Number 4 is another very, very important thing. If you want to be a content writer, you have to make sure that you are good at English, because that is of course a basic requirement for any content writing job. And please try to be a grammar Nazi. If you are inherently not good at grammar, please read up on it. Try to learn grammar online, or use Grammarly if you think that you have doubts on your own grammar skills, because the right grammar, the perfect grammar, the proper grammar is very, very important part of this job. Because whatever you're giving to your client has to be perfect in grammar. Even if your writing is not very eloquent, even if your writing is like simple, basic, for the basic audience to understand, your grammar needs to be on point if you want to sustain in this niche as a content writer. So please make sure that your grammar is on point, that you are never making mistakes in punctuation, in grammar. It makes a lasting good impression on them. I would definitely recommend edit and edit again, because don't just ever just write a piece and submit it directly to the client. Proofread it, edit it. If you feel that you have written it so you can't find out your flaws, get someone else to edit it for you, because right grammar is very important in this niche of freelancing, and that's the basic requirement that every client will have when you are approaching them as a freelancer. And the 5th point, which is another important point and something that a lot of people don't keep in mind before starting on this journey, is that have your own niche. Like if you think that content writing is in itself a niche of freelancing, but you have to niche down and know that what kind of content writing are you good at. Are you good at writing fashion articles? Are you good at writing technical articles? Are you good at writing financial content? So you have to understand what is your interest and what kind of writing you're good at, and you have to build up your portfolio accordingly. So before you're approaching clients, you write some samples in the kind of niche that you are interested in. For example, I do a lot of writing in fashion, travel, food, lifestyle, home decor and stuff like that. And maybe technical articles, financial articles is something that I would not approach, even if I'm a good writer, and even if I have a good grasp of English. Of what things are you interested in? If you're interested in fashion, if you're interested in decor, if you're interested in lifestyle products, you can start writing on them. You can do product descriptions, you can do website descriptions, you can do social media copy, you can do blog articles. There's a lot of scope of work in all of these fields. So always try to niche down to what genres you are interested in and build up your portfolio accordingly. So that's about it with today's video. I hope you find these tips useful, and if you have any questions about starting on your content writing journey, please feel free to reach me out here on the comments or on Instagram, and I would be happy to help you in any way that I can. If you want me to make similar videos, if you want to know more about my content writing experience, then please do let me know in the comments below. Please do subscribe to my channel and do hit the bell icon to get notified when I put out more such videos, so that you don't miss any of this if you're looking to work out as a content writer, as a freelancer. And it would mean the world if you like, comment, share and subscribe to this video. I hope you liked today's video, and do stay tuned for the next video. Stay safe, stay home. Bye.